Welcome to this explainer. Okay, so have you ever been talking to someone from across the pond and suddenly realized, wait, are we even speaking the same language right now? Well, today we're diving into the great English showdown, American versus British English.
Just imagine you're in London, you order a burger and chips, and instead of hot, salty French fries, the waiter hands you a bag of cold, crunchy potato chips. Yep, it happens all the time. It's one language, but man, it has two completely different flavors.
All right, let's dive into this. Round 1, sounds and spoken accents. Now, the absolute biggest giveaways here are the letters R and T. Americans, we love a hard R in words like car, and we kind of soften the T so water sounds more like waiter. But the British, they'll drop that ending R to say ka and keep those T's incredibly sharp. Wather. And everyday words, they completely change their tune depending on where you are. Like American schedule versus British schedule, or tomato versus tomato, garage versus garage. I mean, it's the exact same letters, but a totally different melody.
Okay, moving right along to round 2. Words, spelling, and grammar.
So in America, you live in an apartment, you take the elevator, and you put gas in your truck. But hop over to the UK, and suddenly you're living in a flat riding the lift and putting petrol in your lorry. Ask for gas in a London lift, and you might get some very confused looks, for sure.
And spelling is a whole other thing. Americans basically simplified spelling so words look exactly like they sound. So we dropped the U in color and swapped to R in center. The British, on the other hand, proudly kept those charming traditional forms, like color with a U and center with an RE.
Now what's really interesting here is that even the grammar rules shift around. For a recent action, Americans just say, I just ate, but Brits favor the present perfect, I have just eaten. Or look at the word gotten. Americans use it, Brits just say got. Even collective nouns change. Americans treat them as singular, the team is winning, while the British view the group as individuals, so they'd say the team are winning. It's subtle, but it's everywhere.
Up next, round 3, culture and conversation styles.
You see, American conversation tends to be fast, really direct, and super enthusiastic. Like, hi, how are you, buddy? British culture, though, it's a bit calmer. It values polite restraint, a little quiet sarcasm, and you'll often just get a simple cheers or you're right, mate. To put that into perspective, picture being at a restaurant. An American is going to ask, hey, can I get some fries and a soda? The British equivalent? Can I get some chips and a fizzy drink?
Or describing the exact same living situation, an American says, I live in an apartment downtown, while a Brit says, I live in a flat in the city center. It literally paints a completely different picture.
All right, let's wrap this up with making your choice and mastery tips. So which one should you learn? Well, lean into American English if you absolutely love Hollywood movies, pop culture, or if you're aiming for modern corporate work in the US. But definitely choose British English if you're drawn to classic literature, that elegant formal style, or if you're tackling specific international school exams. And this brilliantly illustrates how you can practice. Your homework is literally just watching TV. You can immerse yourself in the American dialect with massive hits like Friends or Spider-Man. For the British side, binge watch Sherlock, Peaky Blinders, or of course, Harry Potter.
Okay, here is the ultimate golden rule. Don't mix them up. Pick just one path to start. Listen to it every single day. Imitate the pronunciation out loud, learn that specific dialect's vocabulary, and watch movies natively in that accent.
So the crucial point here is that American English gives you this fast, clearer pronunciation and massive global dominance on the internet. British English, meanwhile, offers a calmer, classic pronunciation with super strong academic roots. It's really two distinct personalities wrapped up in one incredible language.
You've got the roadmap to fluency now. So the big question is, which English will you choose to speak today? Pick your absolute favorite, fire up a movie, and start practicing right away. Thanks so much for hanging out with us for this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.